Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello, and welcome to Quarter Ninja's Lair, where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And this is the episode number 22, and in the previous episode we managed finally to pass the famous 50 mark, level 50. You can look in the top right corner. And we are now basically done with the grinding. Let's check it. All skills upgraded, everything done. So we can have finally some fun. And as I explained last time, I'm going actually to do all of these storyline orders. I'm going to be very patient and do all of them, and this one will wait for a bit. There is quite a few things that needs to be changed, but before that, let's check this. This is our Porsche GT, which I started to restore, and we're almost done. If you look here, look at this, 100%, everything is 100%. So we are missing few ABS things for the our brakes and radiators. We know actually that, and we need servo. So let's maybe first do tires, and while I'm doing them, and wheels, basically we can talk about some other stuff. In any case, we have these tires and wheels, and we will try to disassemble them and save what can be saved and what cannot. We're going to sell. As always, if you like what is going on this channel and what I'm doing, be so nice and press that like button. It means a lot to me, and I hope for you it's not a big deal. Also, of course, please subscribe. Subscription is not only great for the creator, but it's also very good for the viewer. You can get notifications and see what's going on the channel if you're subscribed. So I hope that's also not going to be an issue for you. When we are talking about the format of these videos, basically it's not one video. It is I'm calling it stream format because I live in China, and it's very hard to stream properly to like Twitch or YouTube. It can be done, but connection can be lost and things like that. It's not super stable sometimes. And this is kind of the reason why I don't want to stream, but rather simply use this format, recording the actual stream and just putting it on. So communication can be done only through the comments down below. I hope that's not a big deal. Feel free to talk with me, comment, ask the questions and things like that. So we managed to repair our actual rims. Let's see how many of these we have got. And we managed to repair all four. Okay, now we have, as you can see, two 19 inches and two 20 inches. As always, I will take my time and just write down the dimensions of the tires. So this is 265, 35, 19 and 335, 30, 20. Why I'm doing that? Actually, I'm doing that because I didn't find other way to simply go and buy tires. I cannot remember many times, what I have to buy. It's just strange. I should be able to just click in the inventory, right click, and go and buy that tire, but I cannot do that. So that was which tire that was actually, I wasn't paying attention. So these were race tires. Okay, let's do that. We are going to buy race tires, and they are somewhere where OPRRS race tire. Yeah, B, I don't want it. So we need two. First for the fronts, these are 19s, and then there are 265, big tires, proper tires, and 35. Oops, I missed. So these two are on the front, and on the back we have another two tires. These are 20s. And these are 335, if I'm not mistaken, 335, yes, and 30 here should be it, I hope. 4,000 money units for the tires only, so that's kind of very expensive. It doesn't really matter. So let's mount it. So it will pair, you see, the game will pair immediately, you know, a tire with the proper rim. And yeah, let's do this first, and then we are going to see what we are going to do next. Now I will share some interesting things with you. What I have done before I started the play today, I've gone and I've installed 10 mods for the cars. I chose them more or less, not really randomly, but you know, like I took 3 creators from the workshop, and all these guys are great. I cannot remember all the names. I think Fulsik is one, and there is 2 more, but you know, you can go to the workshop and check their work. These guys are doing amazing job, and really thanks to them for all the effort they are doing, you know, for the game and for the players. So I took 10 different cars and I included them in the game. Loading time is a little bit more now, and you know, I think it will take a little bit more time to load and unload, but as I explained and I promised, we are going to introduce every single car that we can from the mods, and we are going to restore at least once the car, and then we are going to sell them anyway. Our goal is to go to 1,000 if we can sold cars, which is huge number, and I would say crazy, but why not? This is the challenge I gave to myself, and I kind of hope that we can do it. 1,000 cars. So let's see. We sold 5 until now. I do have screenshots as a proof, because again, in this game I'm not able to find a way to keep that info in some sort of meaningful, you know, I don't know, table or something. It doesn't exist. You simply don't have it. Of course, if you know how to do it, please let us know. I think not only me, but quite a few other people will appreciate it, except, you know, writing things in your Excel and stuff. But I tend to do 5 cars, I put them in the garage, take a photo, we know what we fixed, and we move forward. Different versions, yeah, sometimes we can fix different versions, but it's not such a big deal as long as we have base car fixed. So now I'm trying to go to the engine, and let's see. We do have where it is, how to approach to that. You see my problem. We have quite a few radiators here. How many do we need? We have one here, another here. We need, I think, 2 more. Let's go and buy them. So these are the radiators, and I'm absolutely sure that we are going to need double housings, at least 2, and like 2 fans and 2 fans, and I probably forgot something, but yeah, let's see. So this is the first one. I'm not sure how many do we have actually. This is the second one, so the radiator goes first. Okay, on this middle one we are not putting the fans, so that's perfectly fine. So we have that. Now I'm trying to find where our brake servo is, and we don't have one. Unfortunately, we don't. So let's go and buy 1, 1, and 1. And let's mount them on the car. And yes, as I said, the challenge will be to repair and fix 1,000 cars and to sell them actually, which I think is manageable, but we will see how well we can manage to do that. So we are looking at our parts. We are missing basically all the body parts. Let's check what do we have. And let's see, we do have a hood, which is perfectly fine. Do we have a bumper? No. Do we have light? I think it will be much faster. No. First we'll go to our inventory and check body parts. Let's sell. We couldn't repair any of these. So actually, except front bumper and the hood on the bank, we need everything else. Okay. So let's go, and I think Carrera should be here. Okay, so do we have any? We don't. This we need, this and this and this and this. As I said, everything except hood we don't, no, this is 911 Carrera 4S. Okay, so we are looking for this Carrera. Doesn't really matter. Again, as I explained 1,000 times, we don't care if we have more on stock than we need. We are going to use all of that anyway. We don't care. Rear bumper, did I buy now something that I didn't have to buy? No. Trunk we have. No, trunk we don't have actually. It's completely irrelevant. Let's just put all the parts in. That's the only thing that I'm interested at the moment to, you know, kind of do. And this color I really like. I really like the factory color, and I will not change it. I will just repaint it in the factory color. It is a beautiful color and it fits this car extremely well. So this is our first restoration after the level 50. First restoration is practically done almost. And this is going to be our first car that we have managed to finish in, you know, this kind of playthrough that we are doing after the level 50. Now we should be able to put rear window here, and I'm not sure, let's just briefly go down. Front right door window, front right. Strange. Okay, this thing needs to go. Let me see. No, that was mount mode. Yeah. How many plates we can put on this car? Just a rear one. Okay, I will put a license plate. Which one? I have no idea. Let's do this and click. So it is Montenegro. That was just a random click. It didn't really mean anything. So if you're from Montenegro, well, you got it. Your plate is on the car. And as always, as long as I don't sell the cars, you know, you can choose whatever color or something, not color really, but whatever name or the state or the country you want on the plate, and you can let me know and I can change it for you and put it on the car and showcase it. Where is the oil plug? Now you need to work with me because I have a bloody no clue. This is the brake servo. I'm just looking where should be. Here on the top. Okay. As I said, I didn't work with this engine much, so I don't know everything about it. So to repeat, license plates cannot be painted. That was my well, basically mistake. But you can actually put your country name or even your name or some slogan or something on the plate. So if you want to have it on this beautiful car, let me know as soon as possible, because we are going to sell it soon when we have 5 cars repaired. Now we are going to our paint shop, and then we will say paint, and I will say set factory. I really like this car. I really think it kind of brings the car out and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Let's see. Oh yes, this machine looks perfectly nice. Superb. We are checking. We don't have interior, we know that. So we are going to move this car at the moment just back to our entrance, and let's close the door. And we are going to put the interior. Let's see. GT. Okay, so we are going to the shop. Okay, we are going to the interiors, and we are saying Carrera, and we should have a steering wheel and 2 seats. Okay, that's kind of what we need. We are switching to interior assemble, putting 1 seat in, putting other seat in, and putting this nice steering wheel in, going out back, closing the door, and this beautiful car is now 100. We now have almost, well, we have 300,000 in this beautiful Porsche. So this is first restoration for the day. It can sit here for a bit. Let's do this. Okay, let's first check. We are doing, as I promised, always one storyline or the job. Hello, my friend, it's me again, the off-road maniac, of course. Wild bears, poor car, some parts got eaten. Okay, So for body you always have a list, for other stuff you don't. What we are going to do, we see a huge number of problems here. What we can do, we can immediately start and try to send, we cannot, okay, you know, to test car, but we cannot, so actually we are going to click on the engine and let's test it with all our test tools, from the computer up to fuel thingy and whatever we have, compression and stuff like that. So let's see whatever is not good in this engine, and okay, this is not horrible, we can live with this. This is an easy fix more or less. Let's check, yeah, okay, let's do fuel pressure. We will see. It might be that fuel pressure test reveals something, but no, it's perfectly fine. Let's see, this should be fine, not fine really, this should be not fine. The tires I expect to be bad. This should be, because he's maniac, you see, all tires. Good, good. Then we have electronics. Now we could have like battery or something broken and faulty, so we'll see. Do we? No, electronics is actually very, very fine. And let's do compression testing to see if engine is actually gone or not. I would expect not. Perfect. So let's see what we should do. I will not move car anywhere at the moment. What I'm going to do, you see, I'm going to remove these ignition coils, and all of them, if you look at the top left corner, all of them are goners, and we have to change them. Also, spark plugs, how many of them? One is goner. Look at the bottom left, 55% is okay, 13 not okay, 17 not okay. We are switching on this side and doing exactly the same, removing cover. You see, these are okay, but other side was horribly bad. And let's just double check. These should be all good, I presume. Yes, they are, and I expected that, but you know, double check never hurts. So we are putting in the original coils that came actually with the car. So these are 55s that are going in, and later we are going to change others for 100s. And let's see, and we can put coil cover back perfectly fine. Okay, so let's see what is here. Ignition coil, do we have any? No, we don't actually. It's interesting. We need to buy again ignition coils. Do we have spark plugs? We do. We will buy ignition coils, bear with me. So when you're doing these jobs, it's always good to have some parts in stock. It helps, you know, to speed up the process. If you don't have them, it's never a problem to type in, you know, something and like, let's buy 5 of these. Although it's not enough, it's perfectly fine. I need to use these ignition coils on some car just for the sake of it, because it bothers me. They're always popping up in front, and that's not good. I am not even sure why I got all of them. Okay, let's see. Now we figured that, and let's see, can we fire up the car? And can we send car? Yeah, we can. Perfect. So we managed to fix the engine problems very fast and efficient. And let's see now our test path, which will allow us to figure out what's wrong with brakes and suspension. And as you know, you do accelerate, then you brake, and you repeat, and then you go check your suspension and stuff like that. So yeah, if you don't know how this thing is working, please, you know, revisit my videos. You have 21, and in most of these I'm using test track, and also check the descriptions. I often mention what we have been using from the tools and stuff, so it's easier to, you know, just check that video. Now we did test suspension. You can see the whole right side of the car is basically in very bad condition. Left side seems to be perfectly fine, so we will be concentrating on that one. So you see many of these things, but we cannot test everything here, so I'm just going to escape here, sit again in the car, look at this, right click here and say drive the car. And let's go to the test track, and we are going to take this car, and on the test track we can check some other suspension parts and brake parts. and have a clear picture about what is wrong with our car. We know there is quite a lot. The tires are gone. I would almost bet the old rims should be gone, well, at least on the right side. So let's fix all of that, let's check all of that, and let's finish this job and move forward. We are going to junkyard to find us some beautiful cars that I just included in the mods. I want to find at least one and do immediate restoration on that one, because game cars are always here, and I want to move through the mod cars as fast as possible. We have around 500 something mods in the game, not sure if all of them are equally useful or good, but mostly what I've tried was okay. I had few issues with some cars that were a little bit maybe complicated or not easy to kind of handle, but it's okay. If you miss the stop like I did now, you just come back and do this. It's very simple, very easy. I explained this mechanics testing and stuff multiple times, so feel free to check. In real life, when I was working in the shop, a repair shop, and I mentioned that multiple times also, I worked as a manager for some time. I helped to my friend. Look, so we got what we need. Yeah, we would often go out and check the cars, because that is sometimes the only proper way to understand where the problem lies, you know. So never run from that, you know. You go out and test the car. Of course, be careful with the car. It's not your car, but you have to test it. Now, what do we have? Okay, we are missing some parts, which are always, you know, tricky to figure out. What I'm thinking, I want to disassemble front suspension first, okay? I want to do that, and with that kind of out of the way, first let's go with the right side and see what will happen, because we need to disassemble it. Also, I want to check the radiators to see what's with them. I might want to check air filter and stuff. So all of that is something that is waiting for us. Let's see. This is good. Now, this part is okay. I'm quite sure there is no doubt in my mind about that, but this one is not. Yeah, and I can see immediately that knuckle is not good and stuff like that. So we will have actually to remove quite a few of these parts, and I'm removing this because I want to be sure that all of the bushings are new. See, again, this double wishbone, we need to prepare these in advance, and I didn't. I said I will, and I kinda ignored it, and I didn't, so it's my bad. You see, this bushing is not good. This bushing is actually not good. I'm not sure about steering rack, I couldn't test it, but what I can do, I will show you, I can remove this wheel. And just to be on the safe side, let's remove this rod, and I'm doing it from here because I see it. I want to see steering rack. Yeah, steering rack is also gone. So we now know, and this bushing is good, and the other bushing, let me see, there is okay. So I would kinda almost bet that these things are good. What I'm unsure about is this drive axle. Front shaft is okay, but this one I think it's not. Perfect, it's not good. Okay, let me just, and this front sway bar also is gone. See, this one is okay, actually 55, but this one is not. Okay, now, we here have obviously some issues with brakes. This is good, but this one, well, also this one is good. So this side actually looking perfectly fine. Let's return parts in, just because it's going to be easier for us. This is 55%, and it seems that brake pad also was 55, so perfectly nice and dandy. And yeah, this one also good. 55, yeah. So we have this side. Let's kind of leave it for now, and let's see how are we sitting now with stuff. We still don't have things in the list. We didn't figure out everything, and I think this front suspension cross members should not be an issue. No, they're not an issue. let me see, the double wishbone. You know, sometimes it's possible that I realized that some bushings will make issues for you, so I'm just checking. Bushing 55, bushing 55. Yeah, this side should be okay. I wanted to do this because cross member cannot be checked and you cannot trust your eyes actually, in a way. So you want to remove it and just check it. Yeah, it's 55. So that's good. Perfectly fine. Let's return that back and let's see. As I explained, I'm always doing 100% bushings. I will not be bothered with 55%. Doesn't really make any difference. And I will have a very, very nice, although this side actually was this. So we are going to put 55% part and other side was completely broken. So we are going to do it like that in a proper way, let's say. And I will just put new bushings wherever I can, and I will get rid of old bushings and buy new one and things like that. So we have new front sway bar. We know that that was one was bad. This one was okay and completely fine, and front link also 55 was here, perfectly fine and okay. So this side should be more or less nice. Let's see, steering rack, which we have this one, and I didn't check what can be fixed or what cannot. Let us check first that. Do we have something that is less than, see, like this drive axle? Let's try. Done. And done. And these things are okay. 54, 5, we don't want to fix that, okay? We simply don't need to do it. It's not something that we have to do it. I want to remove this rod, okay? Because I just didn't check, but I believe, yes, we have 55. So I want to return everything in 55 range here, because we know this side was actually pretty good, in very good condition. We can return this drive axle that we fixed. And let's return from drive axle. Do we have 155? We do. So this side should be fine. Let's see. I want to put new bushings everywhere where I can. And let us buy, yet again, I don't know, 20? What do you say? 20 should be a good number, but not small. Oh, not small, but these. 20. Fair enough? That's the number. Now, let's see a little bit of focus. Steering knuckle C. Let's buy steering knuckle C, front steering knuckle C, and you remember, I'm doing always double, which means if I buy here one, I will buy two next time, or if I buy two, I will buy two still. I want to have a double to be sure that I have two for the next car. Wherever that might happen, we might need it, we will have it. So these parts are all 100%, a whole new side, and we will see. I'm thinking there are issues with timing section, and we will check that also. Now I don't want to put 55, or I want. Let me see upper suspension arm. I will tell you how we are going to check upper suspension arm. What I want to check here, just to be sure, do we have upper suspension arm mentioned in any way? We do not have. So actually this one is perfectly fine. A double wishbone, we have to make one. So we are going to do that. This is a new one, and the hub can go 54, I think. Again, this is front wheel hub. If you are unsure, check. Do you have front wheel hub somewhere? Like you check front wheel hub, front. I don't see it, so I would expect this is perfectly nice. Ventility disc, of course, a new one. Same would be with the wheel bearing. Again, if you are unsure and sometimes it's unclear, you check. Do you have wheel bearing? If it is mentioned here, and you know, you need to change it, but it's not mentioned here actually, so yeah. I'm just double checking. Front drive axle A. Okay, let's buy 3. As I explained, 1 is for this car and 2 is to have it in the stock. So next time when we use this specific part, we can do stuff faster. And do we need, even if we don't, if we do, I don't care, I will put new ones. Caliper also going on. I think this one will not make any issues, and that should be it. Plus, this one has to be new, of course, and we need to prepare double wishbone shock absorber, which we are going to do here on our spring puller. Let's do double wishbone shock absorber. We have parts, so that's going to be easy fix. This is how we actually assemble the shocks, you know, from 3 different parts, and it's done. We are taking it and putting that back into the car. Next step would be for me, I will share that with you in a moment. Next step would be to take the car down. You will see this one is gone. Let's immediately take it off because we can do it from here. Why? Because I want that rim to go to the list. Okay? Now, what I wanted to do, I wanted to do this. First, let's remove this exhaust manifold, which I'm absolutely sure is very much gone, 11% of course. Then you see this timing component, these timing components here. Now radiator is a little bit playing games with me. I want also to remove radiator. No, radiator actually is fine, perfect. What I wanted to check, can we, oh god, this is so horrible. This one is first. I'm just checking these components because I cannot figure out are they. Yeah, you see, the belt was not good, so I need to simply remove all of that and see where we are. Another belt that doesn't work, roller that is a broken roller. And also what I'm going to do, I will put all new rollers also. These are cheap things, and I cannot think where I removed it or not, so I don't care, honestly. I will just buy a few rollers. The pump should be okay. Let us see now the list. Still we have 2 parts. That might be a suspension on the back. Here we have something that is missing, that is timing most probably, and here. So let's keep moving forward. The alternator should be good. I never doubted that for a second. What I want to do, I want to do this, and why I will tell you, but timing cover, okay. I hoped, I dreamed that we can do it easier way, but we cannot. So what I will do now, I will remove coils. You remember that we had to put the coils back to be able to move a car, to put the spark plugs and stuff. What I want also to do, filter cover doesn't look bad, so I think this shouldn't be an issue, but maybe air filter is. Let's see, where is the one? Okay, air filter is good. Air filter, let me just double check with my list here. It's not asking for air filter, no. So we're just going to return it. Good, and that's it. But not the new one, not the new one. Actually, I want to put the 55% one, my bad. And I press escape, and then I go out from the mount mode. It's again something that, well, okay, it's not really a game problem. It's more of my problem. I didn't think about that, but you have to just be careful about that. It doesn't really matter what I wanted to do. I wanted to remove all of this. First this, and then these ignition coils. Okay, we are going to return all of that back, so not a big problem. But what I want to do is just to triple check our inside of the engine to be sure everything, these things are looking good. You see, but I cannot be 100% sure with the damage map that is on the parts like this. I honestly had no clue. And I need to remove belts to be sure that belts are okay. They are indeed both of, no, this one was not okay, you see? So this is the reason why I came here, and this one is not good. This one is good. So just a left one was not good, and these I hope are good. Let us check. Still 2 parts not discovered here, but I don't care about that. I am thinking, let's go and do suspension at the back, and then we are going to maybe think more about stuff, because we have 2 parts that are missing, and I would say, you know, we actually have them here and they are sitting on this suspension here. So let's just remove everything and kind of, you know, figure out what we are missing, and then we are good. Wheel hub 3 and this one, knuckle housing. Now I just want to be sure. See, we got parts here, the two that were missing, and yeah, that's about it. As I said, this was what I wanted to do. This is actually what I needed to do. Now we have everything and we can slowly start rebuild our car and fix the parts for that customer. And yeah, let me see. Is this drive axle? No, this drive axle shouldn't be a problem from what I remember. And this one is 55%. Okay, I will be brave enough and start assembling first. No, let's first assemble our, what I'm thinking also, let's come here and see. So these illogically can be fixed. There is no really point, but again, these parts are okay. Not a single one of these should be touched. All of them are perfectly fine. And we just now need to do this. So rear axle knuckle housing C, we are going to rear axle and we are buying 3 of these as always. And in time, I don't like to build a too big inventory because the game tends to slow down. And I kind of don't like it, of course. But again, you should keep these essentials, which are needed almost all the time. You should keep them in stock. So I have 100%, and again, if you put 100%, trust me, you will not lose anything. No money lost, nothing. It's just, you know, faster for you. Sometimes I will just put all 100% parts. I will not even bother myself looking what I need or don't need and stuff like that. Now U-bolts. These things, as you know, can be repaired, which is completely crazy and doesn't make any sense, but you know, I will kind of buy 3, so keep at least 3 in stock, 2, 3 in stock, so that's it. I'm looking, brake disc, we need new one definitely, and probably pads, which were even if they were not broken, I don't honestly care at all. I'm putting new pads in. This is what customer needs actually to be safe on the road. Okay, let's see. Now, what we didn't change, rear spring. Where is the rear spring? Rear spring is here. So we needed a new one, fair enough. And you see that sometimes it's useful really if you come here and check. So that is changed, exhaust manifold V8, fair enough. And these things in the engine. So let's do this. Push car down. And I hope this shows you kind of a procedure and how you can do these things. And I'm not saying I'm good or great or I know stuff. It's just, you know, for me these things are working. For you maybe something else will work. But the most important thing is, from my point of view, to have fun. And I love to do this. I love to do these repairs. I love to kind of immerse in the whole process. We know that this timing belt V8 was gone, so what we are going to do, we will do this timing belt V8. This is somewhere on the bottom. One was gone and second was good, so always be careful. If you're not sure, you know, when you're changing stuff, always check. So timing belt, I will put both in and then just go here and see at the bottom, timing belt done. So basically we are pretty good, everything is fine here and dandy. Now I will put the timing cover back and, you know, mount all other parts. What is important to check also, you know, as I said, these rollers, I cannot be bothered. I don't know which one I removed, which one I put in, and there is 55%. I'm just looking at this one is okay. Let's see how many of actually rollers B we need to change. 1. Okay, I will put 55s and just do a super brief check like this. Right click and just check. B not okay. B. I cannot remember which one was that. Maybe this was the one. Let's check. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, I got it. And now we can use the 55s. because I don't have more of these and I was lazy to go and buy them. This is the only reason why I did it like this at the moment. So yeah, the pulley was okay, 55 again, the original part from car, the customer happy with that. Crankshaft also pulley. Now let's see what else. We do have here this one. This is the last one, I think. And then we are going to need 2 belts. You remember that probably. We are going to need 2 belts, and let's put a power steering pump, which we managed to fix. And now we need belt B and belt A V8. Serpentine belt B and serpentine belt A. Just normal ones. I'm looking, where are they? Let's go with belt. That would make more sense. I think this is the one, and the B is somewhere this one, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, these are V8s. Okay. Again, serpentine belts you always need, so you are really not bothered even if you have spare ones and stuff. They are always needed. I'm looking, where is my BV8? BV8 should be somewhere. No, this is A again. BV8 should be somewhere at the end, but is it? Yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to be there. It's okay. So we have new one, and I know that this one was also gone. Yep, and then we can put a roller back. Anything else here except belt tensioner, but tensioner was okay, that was 55. Let's see. Okay, now we want just to recheck. Manifold V8, fair enough. Rims, tires, ignition coils. Yep, ignition coils, I do believe these were on this side. Am I correct? I think I am. We will try that now. So you see, we had to put them in and then take them out to be able to fix the car. It's a little bit tricky sometimes, but it, you know, it does the job. So yeah, what can you do? Now I think the issue will be interesting. We need 4 new ones, but I expect only 3 to be fixed or so. Let's see. Ignition coil. No, everything is accepted. I'm super happy about that. I can sing from happiness, so perfect. Let's move to this one, and you see, the job didn't take so much time, like 20-25 minutes or so, and for me this is always a kind of enjoyable thing. I have to be very honest. I like to do this, and I like to repair that stuff. For me, this is also experience. Kind of you learn about engine, you learn about stuff. So I would say always do them if you can. Why not? That's it. And let's see where we are sitting now. Okay, what I want to do, I want to put radiator back in, because now we can, not the new one actually, but no. I think, can I go back somehow? No, just escape again. This one actually, we want to do this one and this one, yes? Okay, so when we click here, it will tell us that we are missing manifold, tires, and you see this drive shaft we need to put later. But let's jump here and put this manifold. We don't have it. Exhaust manifold V8. Okay, exhaust manifold V8, it is somewhere down here. I just got one at the moment because this, I'm not sure how many and how much I want to have. So don't mind me, let it be for now like that. Perfect. And let's recheck again. Tire, off-road, rim, done. Good. We need to remove all the wheels. That's kinda what we have to do, because we need to remove all the tires. Yes. So how do we do that? As you know, we are going to our tire changer, and immediately, let's see, this rim will be useful. All others we are just going to throw away and buy new ones, I think. Let me check, just to be on the safe side. This one is 13 and cannot be repaired. This one is okay, so we are going to use, yeah, 2 of these are okay, 2 are completely gone. So we are going to use these 55s. I'm talking about 55%, of course. And these two are, we don't care about them. So we need modern 06 20 inches. Let's go and buy modern 06 20 inches. Okay, we say 06, modern 06 20 inches, and two of these. So that's about it. What tires are we using on this car? Let's not shop, but inventory. The buttons are next to each other, so I will often just, you know, press one instead of other, but not a big deal. So tires are off-road B 245. Let's write that down just to be sure. I don't want to forget it. As I explained, not easy system to, you know, just right click or left click or something so I can go and buy, but I need to, you know, kind of think what I have to buy. Off-road tire B, we will put the same tire. I think you can safely put off-road tire normal one or whatever, but let's just keep whatever our customer wanted. So that were 20 inches, 245s, 245s, and we have 45 profile. That's it. Now, this is maybe the most, well, boring, it's relative, but yeah, kind of a little bit boring part of the job, although I think it's a very good implementation, and that is how it is done in the shops. You know, you all who have cars, you know how these things are done usually, and that's exactly the process. And cars, you know, the wheels, they need to be balanced and stuff, so I kind of think this is very, very nicely done as an implementation of actual, you know, tire work inside the tire shop or mechanic shop. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes, you know, the mechanics will do tires also in their shop, sometimes they will not. It's really it really depends on from the company to the company and shop to the shop. Okay, let's just mount what we can at the moment, and this is the only one we have. Doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do, I'm just rechecking, nothing here, perfect. So we are taking this, and you know, we are balancing another set. So I think we have one of all the wheels. Where did I put the new ones? They should come on this side, and these kind of 77s should come here, I think. That would be logical, because this is how we received actually the car. One side was, as you remember, pretty much banged up, and other side was okay. Why is... am I crazy? Didn't we just put the wheel on? This one? Am I actually really crazy? Let me see. What happened? Maybe I just misclicked something or something else. I don't know. Well, actually, I have no clue. I'm quite sure I did put it in, but it didn't hold. Well, I presume I didn't close the last screw, and then I pressed escape to go out, and the wheel just went with that. It's perfectly fine. So this is the tire, and let's see now, just triple check, what do we have here. So as you can see, this is nice, the job is done. Now we need to see Olsen Grand Club. What I want to do actually is to go first to the shop for Olsen Grand Club. Should be like this, I think. Okay, and let's see, we have 4 parts, so I'm not going to take photos and think about that. Let's check. We need right headlight, tail light, left side mirror, right headlight and tail light, and left side mirror. Where are the mirrors? And left side mirror. And what was the 4th thing that we needed? I think a rear right door window. Rear right door window. Should be it. Let's check it. Let's check, have I got it right. This is the new part. This is the new part. We should have new part here. And the last one was this left side mirror. Now, this is done. This is done. So payment is 10,000 cash. So we got 10,000, we spent 7. So 3,000, however you turn it, we earned at least around 3,000, 2,000 something. So finish order. And the front drive shaft. You remember that I was watching at the front drive shaft and I said we need to fix that, and we actually need to switch to mount mode. Let's fix that one, and I think that will be the last thing to be done on the car. I can do it from here. That's it. Let's try now. Yes, okay, 200 XP. If we were grinding, that would be a nice amount, but we are not. So, my dear friends, we are 50 minutes into the game and we are immediately going where? We are going to our most amazing place, and that is junkyard. Why we are going onto the junkyard? Because I want to get one of the mods car we introduced in this episode 22, as I promised. Now when grind is over, I'm introducing 10 mods at a time, so I hope the game will load or it will just die on me. No, it will not. So perfectly, it took a little bit of time. So we are going to check, can we get any of these mods car? I would be really happy if we can. This is not the mod car, you know, this is a COLX550, which we don't want. What is this? Let's check this one. This is the Dodge Charger, which we already have actually. And this is the Bolt Hellcat, so nothing here works for us. And we will do as many trips as necessary until we find something at least. Is this the Mustang or Salem? This is Salem. I don't want to buy that at the moment. Nothing. Okay. What is this? This is Bolt again. No, that is Luxor Bowen. Okay. And we don't have, we have a, so you see, the choice of cars is horrible actually, and we are going out. And why I'm doing this together with you? Because I didn't even try, I just installed mods and started the game. I'm actually trying to do it as I would in the real game, you know, when you're doing playthrough, not to, you know, sugarcoat it and, you know, just choose the scenes and just, you know, do a montage and video editing. No, this is how it is. And we are now looking at how fast we can get one of the mod cars actually to pop up in the junkyard. So we had one trip. Let's see, can we do it in the second trip? I would love to. Let's see. Nothing here. It's really scarce and empty here. Nothing. I'm just running around. I don't really do anything. Look, not a single spawned car. It's astonishing. This is much worse than I expected. Again, the crappy CO550 all the time, like 5 of them, and nothing else that is useful. Okay, my dear friends, we got it. We got the carbon version of the Jaguar E-Type. So this is the beautiful machine, and immediately we are going to buy it. We don't even think, and we are buying it and send it to garage. This is our first car, and this is going to be restored first as a mod car. And I'm looking, maybe we can find one more. So this is one of the mods, Jaguar E-Type, that was installed. And what is this one? This is a Willis. So nothing actually. What we are going to do, because this goes really fast, it's around a minute, all in all, maybe a minute and a half. Let's spend around 5 minutes or so. So let's do 3 runs or even 4 runs and just recheck, because if we can find more mod cars, it will be amazing. And I'm immediately sending it on our lifter 3. It will sit here, there actually. And let's do another junkyard, and maybe we'll do 4th one. I will decide when we go around this one. And why I have only 10 mods? Because I want my loading times to be fast, okay? And game to, you know, load as fast as possible. I had at some moment 400 mods. That was a special experience, I can tell you. This is a beautiful car. I will buy this one. And this is Sakura GT20. I think it's Datsun or something. Doesn't really matter. I cannot remember the proper name, but I will buy it and send to parking. I want to restore it. I love that car. I adore it. It's super beautiful. I think it's Datsun or some old Toyota. Don't take it wrong. You know, I might be wrong. Sebring, we don't have one in garage. No, we have one in garage, I think, for restoration in our parking, so I don't care about that at the moment. Let me see. This is Renault Clio, actually, Sport or whatever. It's called Atlantic Clio. It's interesting car. I will take it because oh, we don't have space in the parking, so I will not take it actually. Or I have to take it, unfortunately. I don't have a choice. Okay. I didn't know we need to buy a new parking level. That's something that I didn't think about. Actually, this, oh, no. This one is, no, I did want to do that. We need to buy a new parking level and get rid of our cars. We cannot stockpile cars like we are doing it. So at the moment, nothing here. Goodbye. Let's go back to our garage. Okay, so let's see what we have to do first. First is to buy a parking level. It will not be cheap, but still I don't care. We have enough for now, and only in our Porsche we have, I think, 300k. So that's perfectly fine. And Jag will go for a lot of money. When you start to introduce mods, money making will be much easier, trust me. So let's go to the parking and let's see. Buy parking, 50,000, yes, thank you. And buy parking, this one, how much? 75, yes, thank you. So for now we have enough parkings, enough levels. Let's send this one to our parking. And let's finish the last run to the junkyard. I said 3 to 4, let's do 4 runs because I'm not happy with number of cars we had there, and I just want to recheck it once more, and then I will just stop and let's concentrate on the gameplay. But I think this is interesting. I would be able to go whole episode like this and just run to junkyard and back and check cars and buy cars and do stuff. It's never boring, for me at least, you know. For some people probably would be, but for me it's not. This is this small thingy. I'm thinking not at the moment. I will concentrate on the mods, and again, once when you start with these mods, they will always pop up, like again the same exactly carbon version. I don't know how game decides what to give you, but it's not really the greatest random number generator, if I can say. Nothing can be done about it. As you can see, again, super crappy, nothing on the junkyard. It's horrible. Okay, let's go and stop crying and start working. So we are almost at the first hour of our game, and I want to prove to you and myself that we can restore car and under the hour, and let's do it. So first things first, what are we going to do? I want to clear everything, check, nothing to repair, I want to go to inventory. As I said, my buttons are next to each other, so they often just go and, oh, this is nice. And as nice as it is, I'm just going to sell all of this. I don't care for how much, and I will sell everything that is broken and not working. So guys, let's go. First things first, as you know, always we are removing body parts, whatever we can. I'm just looking with some of these mods, it's very tricky. Sometimes you cannot find parts, you know, it's like completely unclear where the parts go and stuff. And I understand, you know, it's not really the guys who are doing mods, it's how the game is, you know, done, and sometimes it's not easy for them to do these things. And I really appreciate so mods, the guys who are modding, if you're watching this, you know, thumbs up, you guys are amazing and I love you for this. Okay, so that's done. Let's do something else. First, check our, you see, it's never easy to go with these engines through the car and stuff. Let's check the starter. As you can imagine, starter is not here, so we are actually good. What we are trying to do now, you remember, we are first trying to remove our gearbox. That is the first order of the business. Remove gearbox, drive shaft, then gearbox, because I want to remove actual engine from the car, and for that I need to have gearbox out, you know, not to be in the car. So gearbox is gone, and also I will remove all these parts. Why? Because we don't actually need them on the engine. And it will be easier for us to work without them. that's about it. That's done. And now I'm going to push car down. While car is going down, let's go send engine crane to the lifter number 3. And if I did everything properly, I will click here and say install, oh my goodness, pull out the engine. And I'm pulling out the engine. That's it. So now we are putting engine here on the engine stand. You know already, I explained this multiple times, so I don't want to repeat it. We are now doing disassembly and we want to be as fast as possible. So let's go remove what we can from, you know, engine bay. Battery, before I sell stuff, I'm going to put battery here to be charged. Last time I sold it and we lost it. That was a little bit stupid. But again, things happen. Okay, let's go and check these parts. Well, I have to check. When we remove everything, we will see what is like. So we are removing everything. So this is speed removal. While I'm removing, we can talk a little bit about some other things. So, as always, I explained I live in China. It is pretty far away, and you know, streaming from here on YouTube and Twitch doesn't really work so great, and you know, it's not easy. Sometimes it is just not doing the best job. The streams are, you know, sometimes just interrupting and stuff like that. Although my internet is astonishing, don't take it wrong. Inside the China, I cannot tell you, my internet is blisteringly fast. It's amazing, and the streaming inside China is astonishing and everything. But you know, when you're going on this outer sites and stuff, yeah, it can be a little bit of issue. So I decided instead of that, I will do these things like saving and recording episode here on you know, my OBS, and then simply, you know, putting it as it is online, so no video editing involved. Sometimes, you know, it will not be everything brilliant and stuff, but it is what you get. So with that out of the way, as I said, because we cannot communicate in real time, and you know, sometimes if I get you know, enough people to follow and interest, we can do a sessions, which is completely no problems, and we can do sessions, you know, and talk actually on YouTube and stuff like that, but not as a episode, you know, of gameplay, but more of a talk and just, you know, things to do, like I don't know, we can maybe repair something completely relevant on some profile, you know, that's not playthrough profile and things like that. But that's about that. Until then, feel free to communicate with me in the comments below. Feel free to ask questions if you have some questions. Feel free, you know, to share your opinion about the game, to share your opinion about these playthroughs and stuff like that. I would love to know, you know, what cars you like, what cars you don't like. That is actually of more interest to me, because people like so many cars, but it's not easy always to find a car that you don't like. So yeah, if you have one, just be sure to let me know, and of course other players, you know, why not, we all would love to know that. So talking for now is through the comments, and that's it. That is how it is. When we are talking actually about the China and cars, I have to say it is simply astonishing. I was blown away. Of course, you know, you don't know if you don't live here and stuff like that. I was actually blown away with amount of cars, with amount of if you're talking only about producers, the car producers in China, there is quite a huge number of them, and you know, they're making cars that actually I think are are completely as good as any Western car you want to buy or you like and stuff like that. I had that great opportunity to sit, not to be driven in or to drive it, but you know, the Neo, the one that held the record on Nürburgring for the fastest electric car production and stuff like that. It is actually amazing car. It is top engineering, you know, it's just simply amazing. And when I've seen the number of cars here, I was completely stunned. And I was reading a bit about that, not nearly enough as I would love to, because I have other stuff in my lab to do, so I don't have probably not enough time. But I was reading about the industry, and then you have like a big company like Great Wall. You've probably seen these pickups, the Great Wall pickups, and these trucks are actually pretty cheap and very, very good for what they have to do. But that big company has like 5 sub companies, and they're doing different brands and stuff, and it's simply astonishing how that is organized. I'm actually really blown away. And yeah, we will talk more about that in coming months and episodes. I will try to give you a little bit more info, because yeah, it's interesting to know these things. So listen, I'm not sure about the body. Let's try to do our magic. First, let's take our interior detailing kit and just apply it to the car, and you know how we do that. We click here and do this. Perfect. So this is one job done. Then I'm going to remove that. What I want is to bring welder in, because I want to see what we are going to fix. Okay, remove welder, back in. Okay, now you guys, you see, I did manage. The car is in perfect condition, the body of the car, that's about that. Now we are coming here. This is inline 6, I think, and what we are doing now is assembling that as fast as possible, okay? If you ask why, because I want to assemble a completely new engine. And we are disassembling for like 5 minutes now, and I think inside 10 minutes we are going to be done with disassembly. The worst part of disassembly as always is, inside of the engine, pistons and stuff like that. So this takes time. Other than that, I think this engine should be done pretty much relatively fast. Although you see, this thing is, these camshaft caps or whatever, they are taking quite a big impact on time, and you simply have to do all of them, and you don't have choice. So yeah, this is I think the most problematic thing with engines are these. When you're assembling or rods, push rods and stuff like that, there is quite a few of them, and each of them has to be put, you have to put it as a separate component. Now there is more. You see how many of them? It's simply amazing. It's almost surreal how many. Okay, done, and now let's remove what little spark plugs we have here, and let's see, we do have these carburetors. This engine, as you can see, is obviously missing quite a few parts, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, we are going to buy everything we are going to need. So I'm not actually worried at all about that. What I want to do now, get out, turn engine. You know how do we do that? Just turn it here, remove this fuel pump, which is here, a water pump, sorry, not fuel pump, of course, fuel pump is never here. And then see how do we do this. We have to kind of remove these pistons, and it's nice because most of these parts can be removed fast. Good. 6 cylinders, almost done. Why I'm disassembling everything? Because things are broken, as you can see. I'm going out, engine is still here, don't worry. So let's try to repair what we can. Okay, so we are starting from the water pump, then we are going through gearbox, we will see. Obviously, we are trying to repair whatever we can. A block cannot be repaired, obviously, so we'll have to buy all of that. But it's perfectly okay. I'm pressing my enter button, and this is how I'm repairing. Yeah, not too many things, I have to say. Not overly impressed. So this is the engine. Let me see. Engine block i6. Maybe I have it, maybe I don't. I honestly could not care less. Let's take engine block i6 and let's use it. Head, so I'm not sure. We'll see. What we need, we'll buy. As always, I'm keeping my let's see, crankshaft we have. My shop button, for me it's number 1 on the keyboard, and I just jump in and out the shop and buy what I need. You see, rod caps. I know that I need them, so I can jump immediately, say rod cap, buy like 20 of them, just click here and come back to i6 because I will need it. I know I will need it later, so not a big deal. Again, crankshaft bearing caps. We spent some, I think I can do it. We spent a lot of them, so I will just buy 20 of these and again come back to i6 and let's see actually what can we do and how fast. So what I'm trying to do for today, we did finish our Porsche Carrera GT, which is a nice car, beautiful, and it is sitting in the garage at the moment, I think, or we moved it to the parking, I'm not sure, we will check. And then we did the beautiful job on our storyline mission. I think that was quite nice, efficient and stuff. And again, we need pistons, and we don't have pistons, so let's buy pistons. And I don't know, let's buy 10 of these and 10 rings, and I think for now that will be enough. So yes, we did storyline mission. I explained multiple times I want to do all of them, and through our gameplay we are going to go through all of them and just do it, you know, because we can. And it's an integral part of the gameplay, I would say. If you want to do it properly, you should go through all storyline mission and, you know, just have it, you know, done, and that's about that. And I do believe we will get some achievement for that, so I'm not complaining, you know, why not? And we can do it slowly, enjoy, you know, and I like to do these jobs because you have to actually figure out what is wrong with car. Oil pan, we don't have one, and then that would imply that we need one, am I correct? Oil. This is a B, we need normal one, and this is the one. And I could buy filter immediately, I didn't, and that was kind of wrong. I'm just checking here, because I know we are going to need filter, that's without any doubt in my mind for sure. Okay, let's see what we need, and then we are adding parts. Alternator we don't have, water pump i6 we managed to fix it. I will do timing first, components here, but we need, yeah, we will need alternator for that actually, so I will not be able to run from it. Yeah, let's go and buy alternator, and I will buy two. As I said, we are buying in duets or double the amount we need. And I think with this on, and we will put filter in, I will turn engine and, you know, put it in. You need to click to stand, of course, not to engine. I will do this. Okay, move it like that and switch back to our mod. Do we have engine head? We don't, so we need to buy engine head, which is not cheap, but again you will get all your money back, so don't worry, it's here. Engine head, let's make it happen and put it on the car. This engine head has like thousands of screws, so it takes a little bit of time. We are still very good, I think we have around 50 minutes. Camshafts i6, oh, I have two. Did we manage to repair them, or we had them from before? I cannot, no, you cannot repair them actually. Camshaft i6, camshaft cap i6. How many of these we need? 12 at least, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 14. Better to be safe than sorry, yeah? Now this is a little bit tedious, I would say, boring and stuff, but we are going to get there. So slowly we are pushing this engine to the state of perfection, I would say, and it will be done relatively soon. So yes, when we return to the story, I can talk to you today a little bit also about electric cars, what I've seen and know. So basically, if you didn't know, Tesla has the biggest factory, of course. Tesla's biggest factory is in China, in Shanghai, and Tesla is making huge profits here, much more I think than anywhere else in the world, and selling quite a big number of cars, although he is also, well, he as Elon Musk, of course, he's also kinda, you know, doing a very good job in you know, making production here and, you know, fulfilling the needs of Chinese market. and that's great and everything, but you know, there are quite a few also Chinese manufacturers of electric cars that are now in the play. And you know, in China you have this actually government supported development of electric cars, and you know, producers and stuff, and you know, they help them and stuff like that. But after some time, as it is normal, that stops, and then company has to fight for themselves, you know, and find the way to survive. So either they, you know, kind of go to the market and raise money through the offerings, IPOs and stuff, or you know, they try to find investors in other ways, or they just simply disappear from the market. And there will be quite a few companies, from what I understand, that will just simply disappear. Some of them will merge, some of them will be bought by the bigger companies. But from what I understand, there is basically around 4 companies that are going to stay. They're huge, big, powerful, and that's it. I will not now read their names and stuff. One of them is NIO, of course. For them you should know, because they do make amazing electric cars. I was looking at the interview with the owner, basically, of one CEO, let's call it, of one of these companies. That was really, really super interesting. Two barrel side, okay. That was amazing spelling. And yet again, what I'm typing, what is this? Do we need 3 of these? I think. And it's interesting to see that, you know, the market for electric cars in the world, actually the biggest market is China, and the most electric cars are driven in China. And yeah, China is actually the foremost, you know, on the front of the development of electric cars and stuff like that. So that's very, very, very round. Is it round? Very interesting to see. And you know, I had the opportunity to see so many different cars, and some of them are really impressive, some of them not so much, you know, depends what you want. You have cars for every budget. I'm talking about electric cars especially. If you have like small budget, you will get your car. If you have big budget, you will again get your car. You can do whatever you want, you know, if you have enough money. The sky is the limit. Teslas are the most expensive, but then I've seen like Chinese electric cars that are, from my point of view, at same quality as Tesla. Not really, there is no difference. And when people talk about the range of the cars, don't be naive. Chinese electric cars are doing the same range like Tesla's, easy, without any issues, you know. So the Chinese are actually, the technology here is on such a high level that it's completely unbelievable. I'm shocked every day when I see what you can get here, how far they manage to go, you know, in these technology things and stuff. So yeah, I have to say it is actually super impressive, and I love being here and being able to be on the forefront of actually, you know, the inventions, development and stuff, and it's very interesting to see all of that. Now, yeah, let's return back to our car. We are slowly pushing. We don't have wires, so let's buy them. I think that's going to be probably the cleverest thing, instead of trying to put them in and realize that we don't have them. These wires are i6s. I think these are the normal ones. And let's put them in. Perfect. So yeah, so we will talk more about cars, about China, about stuff here, of course, especially about car stuff. I think that's kind of most interesting, and you know, people don't understand how far technology is going here and how good technology is. Just to check, we need belt B i6. Belt B i6. Now I'm confused. Belt B i6. This is B. Belt B i6. This should be the one. Yeah? And yeah, I had opportunity, of course, to be driven in multiple different Chinese brands, and they're all super nice cars. I honestly have nothing to say. I bought wrong one. No. they're just as good as any Western car I've been in, and I've been in so many that I actually cannot count them. I think I've been in hundreds of different cars. I've driven hundreds of cars, so yeah. I'm not, you know, I was just lucky. I'm not the journalist or anything. I was just lucky to be kind of, you know, involved in stuff that allowed me to drive all these cars and, you know, have actually pretty amazing stuff to do. Let's go back and put our car inside our engine just to check, you know, 100% everything. So engine should be done, and let's remove this one, the crane, out of the way. So this is it for the engine. Now what I want to do, I want to jump in, click on the engine bay, switch to mount mode, and let's see what we can put in while we are actually here. Battery, we know where is battery. I'm looking, nothing here. We need to put this, and then we can put this. Okay, radiator A, it's here. Let's see, do we have this? Yeah. Okay. And if we talk about cars, you know, I'm driving from, I don't know, 84 or something like that. I think around 80s. Somewhere around there I got my driving license. I cannot remember even, but it was a long time ago, and I had again that luck, or I'm not sure if that is luck actually, but I drove like hundreds of thousands of kilometers in different cars, and I tried everything, and yeah, as I always say, the best car out there is the new car, trust me. The new car is the king of the road, and from my point of view, again, it's just my opinion, and if you don't agree with that, please let me know. But from my point of view, the new car is always better than any second-hand car. You know, again, we can go and, you know, like argue and say, you know, some crappy car from some manufacturer, probably, let's say in India, they have these cars that are pretty bad. I don't intend to offend, you know, manufacturers, but yeah, it's the case. These cars maybe are not as good as second-hand, but if you're talking about mainstream manufacturers, people who are really doing their job and they know the job, yeah, then I can tell you that new car is actually the best car, and if you can, always buy a new car, never buy second-hand. Although the logic behind second-hand cars, I will tell you, you know, it might interest you how you should, because as I said, I worked in a repair shop. I did have opportunity to really see so many cars, drive them, talk with owners, sell and buy some and things like that. So I would say, when I say the best car is new car, that's without any doubt, okay? But second-hand car can be a great car in a few examples. If you maybe know the owner and, you know, he owned the car from the first day, that actually makes all the difference, because then you should be able to actually buy perfect car that was well taken care of, you know, and stuff like that. And I would say go for it. If you have something like that, I can barely find any other better solution. So first owner, you know, from the new, basically if you know who he is, what he has done with the car and stuff like that, that should be the best car you can buy, because it's already kind of semi tested or fully tested, depends how long he drew it. Interestingly, what word we should use? How long he was driving it. Let's go with that. I know that's maybe not the best, but yeah, sometimes in English it's a little bit, some things are a little bit strange, and then you have to think about that. That would be the good buy. And if you can do that, do it. Trust me, that is the best thing you can do. Other than that, new car is always the best car, and there are reasons for that, especially because people tend not to care about their cars. They believe they do, but you know, most of the people will miss their services, you know, be stingy and save some money on some things and stuff like that. And you shouldn't really do that. Trust me, you shouldn't do that. That's actually stupid, because that can kind of, do things to you that are bad. You could have some accident or something because you try to save few dollars or whatever is your money here and there. So my recommendation, as always, new car is the best car, and I had that luck, I would say. Again, it is luck or not. I had how many? I don't even know. Let's call it 1, 2, at least 4 new cars, at least, if I can remember, at least. But as I live all around the world, I usually don't buy so many cars, and if I didn't, probably I would have more. But as I move around, I simply don't want to have cars, and actually it's complicated, so yeah. But I had 4 new cars, and each of them, some of them were cheap, some of them were expensive, but each of them worked extremely well, did their job amazingly well, and I honestly never had a big issue with my new cars, anything that kind of, it's game breaking and you would say, oh, why I did that, why I didn't buy something else. No. So, as always, new car is the best car, and let's move forward. We are going to buy 2 of these, and that's kinda, yeah, that's kinda it. So how many these knuckle housing do we have? We need at least 1, and I will be brave and buy 3 of them. So keep them in the stock. Wheel hubs we should have, yes, I was correct. What is with this one? A rear wheel hub. Now I'm thinking immediately when I need part, let's move and kinda buy again new one, and that's it. Oh, we don't have brake discs. That's interesting story. So let's buy brake discs. But we can buy more. We can buy 9, and we are going to need them. Let's put discs in. I want to put, we don't have wheel hub bearing. Okay, that is suspension. How many? How many? I will tell you, this many, 20, and that's about it. Because as I said, this cannot be repaired, and you need to change them all the time, and you want to buy new things to have them new, basically. Brake calipers. We don't have calipers, so let's go to the brake and buy, I don't know, let's buy 5, and let's buy 5 cylinders, and then we will see, how that works for us, and do we need even more or not. But at the moment this looks perfectly fine. Shock absorber, and then we have all these arms and stuff, and this is kind of annoying because it's a lot of work, you see. And this arm we have, luckily for us, we have quite a few of these, so all of that is good, perfectly, and we will have a new need for new bushings very soon. But you see, I got all these things in stock, I had them, and that's kind of very, very nice, because we can actually, oh my goodness, we can actually move fast through this. Let me just buy the bushings. I will buy 20 of each, small and big. As I said, smaller are needed more on I would say older cars, and normal bushings are needed everywhere actually. So this is, I think we have all of this, yes. So we have all of this, and we are 1 hour 28 minutes into the game, into the actually episode, I would rather say that. And I think we are going to finish this beautiful car pretty soon. And that will be another beautiful machine in our collection. We did, technically speaking, we did 2 cars today, finished our Porsche GT, and actually did a restoration on this very, very nice Jaguar, which is actual mod. And I'm now waiting for other cars that we can buy. We went to junkyard multiple times, 4 times, and we couldn't find anything. It was really crappy. We got this Jaguar, that's lucky for us and good, but I installed 10 mods. If you remember, I said I will always put 10 mods, and once when we buy all of them and, you know, like have all of them restored, we will remove these mods and put new mods in. Or maybe, you know, when I finish 5 of these cars and I sell them, I will just remove 5 mods and add 5 new mods and move like that. Maybe that is going to be also the option. I'm not quite sure yet. We're going to think about that when time is right. But at the moment we are trying to finish this suspension, rear suspension. I think this is more or less done. We can always check in our car status what's going on. Clutch, exhaust manifold, okay, all of that is pretty much clear. I understand what I have to do. So let's see, we will come like here, say add parts, then click here. Let's go. First flywheel, then let's go with clutch plate. We have one only, that's perfectly fine, enough. Clutch pressure plate, and last is our bearing here. When we do that, do we have i4? We do. We even have the gearbox, that is amazing, and drive shaft I think we don't have, so we need drive shaft. So let's like do it like this, and it's somewhere on the D here. And I'm not buying more of them because often you will be able to repair them. And yeah, if we need them, we are going to buy them, but at the moment this seems to be okay. Let's see, front exhaust section I6. This one is important because without that I cannot put manifolds in. So let's first take the front exhaust section I6, put it in, and then we will be able to go and put these manifolds, as you can see. Is this something, there is some, no, this is coming with the mod. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, I will go down and let's do, I don't think we have these manifolds, but we're going to buy them. So I6, 2 of these, let's buy 4 of these, let's let them stay there. We are going to need them eventually. And you see, because this is connected with screws, then you have first to put the bottom part and then the upper part. Perfectly fine, it's all good and dandy. Let's also don't forget to fill the engine with the oil. And let's see again, 100, I'm looking. So these are some parts that I need to find where is the fenders are. Okay, I think everything actually is in. Everything is in. Mechanically wise, if you can say like that. These fenders are where? These fenders are where I have to see where these fenders are, and sometimes this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm just checking. I'm checking where are the fenders. Are these the fenders? No, I'm trying to figure out what we are missing and where are these fenders. What we can do, we will check that later, doesn't really matter at the moment. I'm just thinking what we need to do first. We need to do first, let's sell just these things, please. As I said, groups you have to sell like this. And which ones are from our car? This can be sold also, perfect. Okay. So these rims, and let's just see what is the situation. I just want to come here and do this. So all of these are, well, actually some of these can be repaired. 2 of these could be repaired. So let's try to do it. Why not? I do believe, as always, you know, whatever you can repair, repair. Why not? Don't just throw things away for no reason. We can try to repair these 2. Others we will throw away, actually. And I'm just checking the tires. What do we need? Let's just come here. I can do it like this, I think. So we need to... Let's go to our inventory. So we need 255, 55, 15. So let me see, 255, 55, 15, and we need 50, 15, and these are which tires? Vintage probably, no, race tire B. Okay. Let's do that then. So race tire B, we need two that are 15s and 255, and the profile on one is 50, and the profile on another one is 55. Okay. Both are 255, but profile on another one is 55. So this should be it. Let's try to fix our rims if we can. As I said, if you can, just do that. I think we've got it. Let's see. Let's combine. We need two retro rims 10 15 inch, two retro rims 10 15 inch, retro rims 10 15 inch, two of these, done. Okay, and we are putting immediately, as you know, wheel to balancer. We are going to balance it, and let's just do all the others. So actually we are our 35 minutes, and I'm really looking, you know, to finish this in 10 up to 15 minutes, and then we are going to Easy Junkyard yet again to try to find more cars from the mods and see can we maybe, you know, do it. And this is how I would actually do it in my real gameplay. This is exactly the way how I like to do things, you know. And sometimes I will just spend a few days doing, you know, restoration. Sometimes I will run on the junkyard, through the junkyard, you know, whole game, like 5 hours or so. So it really depends. We will see what we are going to do now. The tires now, 255, 50, I think probably 55s will go back. I would expect that. Okay, let's take this one, and I think we have one more, yes. Cool, so let's put front tires in. I think we can do that. We have both of these, and these are 50s, and we can do that. And then we are going to put the rear tires in, and then we are going to kind of be pretty near the ending. We will need body parts. I don't care about that. Body parts are not a big deal when you're doing your own restorations. That's a little bit of an issue. You see, this is a beautiful GT that we restored. And yeah, hey, also let me know in the comments below, please, what car you would like to see restored. You know, checklist of the mods on the Steam, you know, in the workshop, and if you find something you love, let me know. I will install the mod and try to find the car. Why not? It's kind of pretty cool. Why we wouldn't do that if we can? Okay, so still I'm not sure where the fenders are, and we will not bother with that. We will fix that actually at some point. And now all that is left is body. Okay, so let's check. Now this is the first time we are actually accessing the community cars body shop. Okay, this is the first time. I think this is the only Jaguar we have, so we can type Jaguar, and there is so many different things, you know, for carbon and stuff. Now I need to see what is going on. Okay, tinted, I'm just checking, so bear with me for a minute. What we are going to do, we are going everything that says carbon. Okay, front bumper D, everything that says carbon we are going to buy. Carbon. I don't know, do I have it or not? I don't care at the moment at all. I completely don't mind. I will just buy everything because I cannot be bothered with you know, solving issues. What do I have, what I don't have, what I need, what I don't need. I'm just going to buy everything that is carbon and then see what we are missing, and then we are going to use it. Now, what parts did we miss in the list? Do we remember? Actually, we don't. So rear left fender and rear right fender. Rear left D and rear right G. Rear left rear left fender butt. Okay, D and G if I'm not, rear left and rear right. Okay, we know how the parts look like, and we are going to try to figure them out and see. This might be a cap here and disassemble. You see this? It's almost invisible and you have to be so careful. And see here, as I said, never be bothered with stuff. It's easy. We will just sort it out when time is right. So rear clamshell, we got a new one. Left taillight, stock 100%. So we can use stock one in. We don't have issue with that. This is a left trunk taillight. We will have to buy it, of course. Just be patient. We are going to go through parts and then we are going to put whatever it is missing onto the car. You see this one, I think, let me see, do we have it? No, we'll have to buy all the actual windows and stuff. Oh, we have 2 carbon hoods, not a big deal. We are going actually probably to need it at some point, why not? Headlights, we got headlight and we should be like in assemble mode. Front bumper we do have, beautiful. This is nothing, so let's put door. I'm just looking what do we have, what we don't have. Do we have, oh my goodness. So rear bumper, left trunk taillight, rear bumper, oh my goodness. Rear bumper, is that the one? Stock. And taillight, stock taillight, but we need a right one if I'm not mistaken. Right one. Let's see, I'm not actually sure. I'm trying also to figure stuff out. So this one might be this one. And then, no. What else do we have? We have left trunk taillight. Let's find that one. Left trunk taillight. It should look... I have no idea actually. Left trunk taillight. Anyone seeing left trunk taillight? Left trunk. Where is the trunk? Too many parts. Left trunk, it's here. Of course, most obvious place. Let's buy tinted glass. I think these are all that we need. We are almost actually done with the bodywork. And yeah, I think we are going to be in nice condition to finish this. I put tinted windows because I can. Okay, why not? And I have some parts that I have like in multiple examples, which actually I didn't know I have them. Okay, let me see what we are missing. Just bear with me, please. Typhoon, rear left fender D. So this is the one. Do we have it in stock? We do. Perfect. Now, our car is saying 99%, and that is because our seat, Typhoon, and steering wheel 7. Okay, let's check that. Seat, Typhoon, and steering wheel 7. 7, let's see. That is the one, probably, yeah, because it says it is. So I will move car now, like this, okay, and I will move car here. Okay, why? Because I need interior access, and it's impossible to open the door there on the lifter. So I'm looking just what we have to do. Done. Go out, close the door, and now let's check it. 99% global part condition. Starter is missing. Okay, starter is missing. I think The starter I can add. Do I have the starter? I can add it from here. Not a big deal. I have it, and that should be done. Let's see. Everything is 100%. I don't think the license plates are here. No. So this car is worth 60,000 restored, and we didn't put oil into the engine, and I will do that just for sake of it. Okay, we don't want simply not to be able to fire up the engine. This is a beautiful car, and it's really a nice restoration, nice mod. I have to give thumbs up to the creator. Well done, man. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a carbon version. I don't know even if that existed. I should check or could check. But as you can see, we did it, and we are 1 hour 44 minutes into the game. So now we have 2 cars. What I want to do, well, actually we don't have to do anything. Let's go to the junkyard and do a few more runs. We have 15 more minutes. Let's spend like 7 or 8 on junkyard, and then we are going to talk a little bit to recap what we done, and then we are moving forward. And let me know, like what would you like to hear, and what are your interests, and maybe I can talk about something while I'm doing these episodes, especially if it's related to gaming or cars or whatever. Look at this. This is amazing. Simply, this is not the mod. I'm not even going to look. It's simply astonishing how game is treating us. It is horrible, and we are not getting actual mods. This is the Bentley. I think I have one Bentley in my garage, so I'm not going to buy it. Look at this. Basically, we had 2 cars there, and we have a car here. 3 cars, and actually nothing. So this is what I also want to show you. I don't think the game treats this very well, because we now want to kind of get some cars, and we cannot. Also, we are going to do auction. Most of these cars can be, we can get them in auctions. Let's do that immediately. I don't like auctions. I explained that multiple times. I don't think the mechanics is good and everything, but it doesn't really matter. Sometimes you will find the car you want there, and regardless of everything, you can get it. Let me see. Amazing. Nothing. Quit. Goodbye. So this was auction, the shortest auction ever. So we didn't get a car, and as I said, we will spend next 7-8 minutes trying to find it. And I prefer junkyard because I actually need, or you need, it doesn't really matter, to disassemble a whole car anyway. And junkyard car is in bad shape regardless. Although, don't forget the fact that auction cars or barn cars, the parts are in much better condition. So most of the time you will be able to actually almost fix everything, like have all the parts there and just do it. So it might be prudent sometimes to go for that also. We don't have actually a single Mustang mod, as Mustang, not these Salems and stuff. So I will skip that, and it's astonishing. I don't know what's going on. It is my game for some reason or whatever. We simply cannot find a single car that we want. This is, do we have one? Yeah, this is Magnum, of course. This is, what is this? RX-7 again. It's amazing. I cannot actually believe. I cannot remember when I was coming to junkyard and had such a crappy choice of cars. Look at this. It's not crappy as such, so don't take it wrong. These are nice cars and everything, but we are hunting for specific cars, and we should be able to get more than one, in multiple kind of tours through the junkyard. Let's see, 148, we are going to do 3 more junkyards and 1 auction probably. Let's do auction immediately. And let's see what we can expect there, what we can find. We can expect a lot, but find probably nothing. Let's see. So Esprit S1, RX-7, so again, you see, not a single car we would like to see. And that's kinda the issue. Okay, we will see. I will be patient and go through that. And we can always, you know, like, and I'm not telling you what cars I put in the mod because I think it's interesting, more interesting to look and for cars, you know, like this. And if I'm honest, I have no clue. I think I remember one or two. I was just going through the lists of mods and chose something that I like or that I might, that I didn't do before and stuff like that. So yeah, we will see. Give us at least 10 cars now, please. Be so nice. No, nothing again. Horrible. Junkyard trips are more horrible, you know, than ever. No, this is not it. You see, sometimes you will have really 10 cars. I have never seen such a bad choice of cars on the junkyard, honestly. Again, nothing here. This just repeating itself. Do you see these tempests and stuff? They're just repeatedly put here. Repeatedly, whatever the word is. 3 cars. I'm honestly puzzled. What I'm wondering, if you're watching this, and you know, can you tell me in the comments below, how do you find junkyard to work for you? Do you have issues, you know, to like find car on the junkyards or not actually? And you know, maybe it's only me and I cannot get anything, but as you can see, I got 3 cars, 4 cars, 3 cars, and all of these are actually just you know, vanilla cars which you can get anywhere and all the time. I would expect the game to be a little bit more clever, and if you install the mod to say, okay, this is the mod, so actually, you know, this is a new car, so let's try at least to drop it in a few times here and there. Actually nothing. Again, the Salem, you know, the same crap again and again and again. I'm absolutely amazed with that. What is this? This is Katsumoto or whatever. No, actually guys, I do believe another Willys, which we don't need. This is civilian version, but I don't care honestly about that. So, and Tempest again, you see, these are the same cars. Oh my goodness, is this the car, finally one car that I... Okay, we don't have money for that, unfortunately. This is Stradale, and unfortunately I didn't think about that. The mod is made in such a way that we need huge amount of money to buy this. Well, okay, that was my bad, and I will remove that car later from the mods and maybe put some less expensive car in until we can build enough money, you know. Let's do, I'm looking 1 hour for 52. Let's do 2 or 3 more trips to the junkyard and see if we are lucky enough to find some car that actually we can afford. I'm talking about mods, and I will remove this alpha, if this was alpha I think, from the mod list for now until we have more money, and I will just include some cheaper, you know, everyday car, normal, usual car. And yet again, nothing. It's like, you know, completely dead. No cars, nothing. There is something probably which we have in 10,000 examples. Another, look at that, another Jaguar Carbon, which we've got already. What is this? This is Merc, which we have already in garage waiting for restoration. As I said, this is a few more trips. Porsche, I think I have it. This is DLC, so actually not something that we need to push. It will always be here, and yeah, nothing here. Let's do 2 more trips because it's 153. I'm thinking 155, 6 will be the last trip, and then we can conclude the episode, and that will be it for episode 22. I hope this one was more interesting and more dynamic. And let's try, if I don't remember, and I will try not to open the freaking cases in the next episode, and just do you know, first 20 minutes just opening the cases and see what we can get from there. And then when we restore cars, we might want to use these parts if we can, why not, and things like that. I don't know, it might be, I don't know, good idea, not sure yet. but we can try and see how that unfolds. Okay, now we are getting again nothing at all. It is actually very sad situation, and this is again, you know, something that you can get all the time, and this is Lotus, yeah. Oh no, that's my bad, I didn't pay attention. This is Detomaso Pantera. Can we buy it? You see, here the car value is 4,800, so the creator, the mod guy did it like that, perfectly fine. Let's move it to the garage, why not? That's a beautiful car that we should restore as soon as possible. This is another GT, and this is something, if we have enough money, we do. This is another mod, a Corvette. Beautiful, we are going to buy it. I was complaining and bitching, and as you can see, my bitching actually paid off. I got quite a few cars now, and I will remove these mods. Oh, this is a Sebring. I will remove these mods as soon as we sell the cars, so we can switch and, you know, introduce new mods. And maybe I will even write a list of mods so I don't forget, and probably that would be the best idea. Okay, so we have one more trip. I don't expect miracles. We got 4 cars at the moment, 4 mod cars if I'm not mistaken, Jag and or 3. We will see. But I will just pay one more trip to the junkyard. Let's see what we have there, and we come back, make conclusion of the episode, and that's beautiful. Look at that. Perfect. We have a job cut out for us, so next time when we get to the garage in next episode, we are immediately starting, I believe, with probably Detomaso or maybe Corvette. I'm going to make decision a little bit later, we'll see, but this is nice. I'm quite happy. I was really unhappy, but now I'm happy. I cannot complain. I got 2 or 3 cars even. What is this? Oh yes. Now look at this. I cannot. Okay. Quattro. Beautiful. Beautiful. I cannot believe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Audi Quattro. Guys, this is nice. After all my crying and stuff, we got 3 cars at least. So, yup, I think we are really set to go. This is our DC whatever. This is another Merc. Which one is that? This is, yeah, 500E. This not. These are all, you know, normal game cars, so we are not going to do anything with them. I'm just running around. That is it actually. I'm not coming to the junkyard anymore today. What we have got another Mazda. I'm quite sure. I said I will buy every single Mazda, but I will not. I have 2 in the garage at the moment. So 157, as I said, we are going to leave without items to buy. We have 3 cars waiting for us, and I do believe, did I buy something else and I put it on parking? Let's check that for a second. And that's about it. So yeah, I think we had actually a successful day, and managed to do quite a nice job. And if you hear sounds, you know, in background, just ignore it. The life goes on in the apartment, and yeah. Well, we don't have anything special here, I think, more or less, so that's about that. So, my friends, we got this the Detomaso Pantera, we got the nice beautiful Corvette, and we got the Audi Quattro here, beautiful, amazing. We restored this nice GT, and we restored this beautiful carbon Jaguar E-Type, which is really amazing. So that was done today. We did a storyline job, and the next one we are going to do in the next episode. We are trying to do all the storyline jobs, as you know. So this is the result of our work. Next time we are restoring these 3. You know, we cannot restore all of them, and then when they're restored we are selling them, all 5, and moving to different mods and stuff like that. This is actually not the mod, this is in the game itself. That was it. As always, you know, feel free to like the video, if you actually like it, and I hope you do, please subscribe to my channel. And you know, subscription goes two ways. It means a great deal to the creator, but also it will help you, you know, to get notifications and things like that, and be part of the community, and that's always nice thing. Comment. I asked you to comment multiple times in this video, so please do that, about the game, about your life, your cars, about this playthrough, things like that. Feel free to comment. I will do my best to answer. So that's that. Have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love, and the most important thing is enjoy life. I will see you in next episode. Until then, bye bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.